Princess Madeleine, the youngest daughter of King Carl Gustaf and Queen Sylvia, has continued to capture the attention of both the press and the public in recent years. Her life, full of notable events, sparks interest and admiration, whether it be her personal relationships or her role in the royal family. Princess Madeleine has sought to find harmony between her royal duties and a desire for greater independence, making her one of the most talked-about figures in the Swedish monarchy. One of the most significant events in her life was her move in 2018. The princess decided to leave Europe and settle in Miami, Florida, with her husband, Christopher O'Neill, and their 3 children. This decision generated a great deal of discussion, with many seeing it as her pursuit of a more peaceful and independent life away from the obligations of the monarchy. Living on another continent, Madeleine tried to balance her royal responsibilities with her personal life while remaining a mother and wife. In multiple interviews, she emphasized that it is important for her to both be part of the royal family and to follow her inner aspirations, building her life on her own terms. Before meeting Christopher O'Neill, Madeleine had faced many personal challenges. Her long-term relationship with lawyer Jonas Bergström, which began in 2002, led to high expectations and talk of a possible wedding. However, the relationship ended, leaving a significant emotional impact on her. Over time, she was able to find happiness again, beginning a relationship with Christopher O'Neill, whom she married in 2013. Their wedding at Stockholm's royal palace became a significant event for the Swedish monarchy and garnered immense public attention. Madeleine's husband, Christopher O'Neill, a successful businessman with dual British and American citizenship, made the bold decision to decline a royal title to continue his career. This choice became a topic of discussion, as it was an unusual step in royal marriages. O'Neill has consistently emphasized the importance of privacy for his family and often spoke about the difficulties created by constant public attention. In one interview, he reflected on how life with Princess Madeleine has affected him. "Madeleine is the woman of my life. To put it simply, being married to her brings certain challenges, as I've always preferred to stay out of the spotlight." Nevertheless, he has always underscored his sincere and unconditional love for Madeleine, and his family remains the central focus of his life. For her part, Princess Madeleine has at times faced conversations about her level of involvement in royal duties. Some believe she could be more active in public life, but her decision to live a more private life in Miami was met with understanding by many, as everyone deserves the right to personal space. In 2019, the royal family saw significant changes when King Carl Gustaf revised the distribution of state funds, deciding that his grandchildren, including Madeleine's children, would no longer receive them. The princess responded to this decision with understanding, expressing that this would allow her children more freedom in the future to choose their own paths without the pressure of tradition. The move to Florida, initially perceived as an escape from public attention, brought its own challenges, including distance from family and the homeland. However, Madeleine and Christopher tried to maintain close ties with their relatives despite the distance. In the summer of 2024, the family unexpectedly returned to Sweden, becoming a major event for the royal household. This move was seen as a return to more active royal duties, although Madeleine's exact role in the newly structured monarchy remains. It is unclear whether Princess Madeleine will be actively involved in key royal events, even though the Swedish royal court announced she would continue her work as vice president of the Childhood Foundation, established by her mother, Queen Sylvia. Recently, her presence at the opening of Parliament sparked a wave of public enthusiasm, highlighting the excitement surrounding her return. At the same time, the royal family's activities continue to evolve. Crown Princess Victoria has resumed her military training, and Princess Sophia announced her 4th pregnancy, leaving Madeleine in the spotlight as one of the potentially more active representatives of the family. Christopher O'Neill, despite the family's return to Sweden, continues to avoid public attention. Since the beginning of their marriage, he has emphasized his desire not to live a public life and prefers to focus on his business and family. His reserved nature and preference for privacy highlight how challenging it can be for those outside royal circles to adapt to life within them. Nevertheless, his role, like Madeleine's, remains an intriguing topic of discussion, and their future within the royal family is of considerable interest. The family's return to Stockholm may mark the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. On one hand, it is an opportunity to return to royal duties that Madeleine had previously been reluctant to embrace. On the other hand, it is a chance to reunite with loved ones and perhaps find a new balance between personal life and duty to the country.